if Austria can't stop the attacks down this right-hand side for Spain, they will create some meaningful chances. Combined really well. The no-look pass, of course, from Yamal.
Trying at every possible moment, Spain to get the overloads in the wide areas. Yamal and Porro on this near side, Cucurella and Baena on the left. Yamal, his feet are so quick.
Oh, one more return! Superb defending. Stefan Bosch. This is what Spain are all about. Tight spaces, still finding the gaps. Pedri in towards Olmo. Vital for Bosch to get across. Brave as well.
Quick silver feet though of Yamal, and that later Spain attack. It's Yamal's corner now.
Goalkeeper under real pressure.
Goal! Spain goal! Spain goal! Cucurella scored a goal. Referee check.
Disputing the validity of the goal.
Rodri has words with the Swedish referee, Glenn Nyberg. But it appears that this is not going to count.
Well, it's so crowded, isn't it, in that? Kubasi it was that was tight to Alexander Schlager, who gets up. I mean, difficult to unpick who was doing what, who was grabbing who. Clearly, Cucurella didn't wait to see, smashes it in.
Cucurella goal.
Well,
Very nice Cucurella.
Is over.
Very nice
It
Cucurella.
stays 0-0.
I think Kubasi
Well played
certainly
Cucurella.
crashes into Alexander Schlager.
It's not a correct goal.
I think that's probably
It's not a correct goal. Oh my God.
what gave the decision. Because Alexander
Very sad
Schlager
first
wasn't able
stand. Very,
to
very sad.
punch correctly.
Kubasi.
Difficult for Austria to get out as well. They don't really have pace at the top end of the pitch. So they are having to try and work it through. Midfield also. Spain out of possession. Outstanding under Luis de la Fuente. Having to be so patient, Austria.
Austria 0, Spain 0.
Yes, Gregory.
First half 30 minutes completed. Austria 0, Spain 0. Surprisingly, Austria 0, Spain 0.
High on the list.
Spain is playing fantastic
You
game.
want service to feet.
Difficult for Paul Vanner as well, in behind Gregorich. He's got so much.
The goal किया,
Gregorich.
goal ही मना कर दिया.
स्पेन में
Vanner of PSV Eindhoven. Getting on his 7th cap today. Only switched to Ajax from Germany in March.
ये अच्छा किया. That was
मैं वो टड़म टड़म कर रहा है पॉकेट में.
अच्छा किया. हमारे पास पैसा नहीं है आजकल. मेरा बहन का शादी है, मैंने सब पैसा उधर पे किया था.
मैं आपको मैं महीने के थोड़ा माफी चाह रहा हूँ. 5 तारीख को दूंगा तो कोई मुश्किल होगा.
ये आने वाली मैंने आपको मैसेज पूरा महीना ही दे रहे.
हाँ
मैसेज पूरा महीना आप मिलेगा.
नहीं उतना नहीं क्योंकि वो
Teammate.
थोड़ा
आउट बाइक है इधर कमरे में लगा.
उस पर जाएगी.
Top of the shoulder.
ओ
Dangerous.
नहीं सिर्फ नहीं
No space. It's too small for Lamine Yamal.
Equally brilliant save from Alexander Schlager to deny Oyarzábal. I mean, that's on target, and it's wonderful goalkeeping. And as it's recycled, they find the space. Oyarzábal twisting and turning, and then when it comes back to him, just getting enough room for the shot. What a save that is. Brilliant from Alexander Schlager to get down to his left.
Breathtaking from the Austrian goalkeeper. Yamal with
عليكم زي
Alexander Schlager happy to hold on at the second attempt. Two Schlagers in the Austria starting 11 today.
These are so difficult when they bounce right in front of you as a goalkeeper. To parry that past the post as well with the power on the strike. Stunning.
I was listening to the former England goalkeeper Joe Hart the other day. He was talking about the triander ball in use at this World Cup. And he says when shots like that are hit flat, it's often difficult for offside here against your house. When the ball is hit flat, as Oyarzabal did there, they sometimes come on to the goalkeeper a little faster than sometimes they would normally anticipate.
Just goes a little early there, Yamal, but again, asking so many questions, mixing it, coming short, looking to going behind also.
Alaba, Danso. Posh holding the width. Good crossing position this for Stefan Posh. Decided not to take it on. Richards waiting in the middle now. Dealt with well by Laporte. Alaba can hit them from there, but his ambition was high. Unai Simon has had next to nothing to do in the Spain goal so far in this first half. Only Spain and Mexico have not conceded so far at this World Cup. Just put Correa. Baena. Might get the shot away here. Alex Baena goes for the pass for Yamal. Through the legs of Lima, but Austria captain Alaba in position A1. Frederic. Sabitzer. Looking for one of Vanna. Oyarzabal looking for Olmo. Just have that change of gear, don't they, Spain? So difficult to stay with the runners. Here's Peggy. Yes! Goal number 3 on the tournament for Mikel Oyarzabal. This time Alaba and Denso couldn't plug the gaps in the middle. And the Real Sociedad man sweeps off Spain into the lead against Austria in Los Angeles. Well, they've been relentless, Spain, and maybe tired minds for Austria and their defence. As Cucurella gets free and he switches it up, he doesn't play it in behind the defence, he cuts it back. It's almost like that's been worked on because he really does aim for that penalty spot. Oyarzabal's there, makes it look so simple. It's not, but he just calmly side foots it past Alaba. Alexander Schlager can't see it, that's why he's in the team. He's a pure finisher, lethal. Oyarzabal Takes his record for Spain to 28 goals in 57 caps, one every 2 games. Alaba just unable to pick out the willing run of Sabitzer. Two goals against Saudi Arabia.
It's not a bad record, is it? Here's Lamau. Just so direct. Defender's nightmare. It's Lamau. He's had a terrific first half. He's willing to go on his right hand side. It's not all left foot. A decent strike, but too central for the goalkeeper. Weimar. It's actually 16 goals in his last 16 starts for Spain for Mikel Oyarzabal. Now Austria have to become the first team to score against Spain at this FIFA World Cup 2026. They've faced only 14 attempts on their goals so far. Here's Olmo. Oyarzabal again. This time they managed to close the door. As well as how proficient they are with the ball. They are so hungry to get it back, Spain. They've been really clever as well with the deliveries into the area. As a defender, you're expecting to go and face your own goal. We've just cut it back time and time again for those late runners. Important moments in this round of 32 tie for Austria. Can't really afford to ship another before half time. It's a good challenge from Weimar. Wins his side a throw as we approach the final 5 minutes of normal time in this first half at the glorious Los Angeles Stadium. Just to look at how close that was, well timed by Cucurella for the goal. Spain corner. This is a real test for Austria. Every single player drenched in sweat, the concentration. Weimar there already, hands on knees, hunched over. Real test of their character with how well Spain have played. Very experienced. Austria starting 11 today, looking to meet all of that. To hold this free-spirited, so fluent Spanish attacking play. Can we look for the breakout here? Covers the ground so well, the teenager Kubasi. Now Kubasi made his senior debut for Spain at 17 after only playing 12 times for the Barcelona first team. Players at Barcelona Football Club were brought through their famed La Masia Academy. Unmatched. It's a loose one though. This top for Austria. White shirts gathering in challenging positions now. But Bosch taking too much time to make his mind up what he was going to do. Robbed by Rodri. And I just feel as if they have to take those moments when they come around. Just look at that, 14 seconds, the ball recovery for Spain. Again, just highlighting not their qualities on the ball, but mentality off it. Nothing wrong with the challenge. Pedri thought he was fouled. Dani Olmo working very hard to get back goal side. Schlager, who had designs on a short goal there, denied by Olmo.
किसका?
स्पेन ने दे दिया
ऑस्ट्रिया का क्या?
नहीं स्पेन कर लिया
Everyone tap 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 tap. Everyone double tap.
In a World Cup match since 1978 to win.
Everyone double tap double tap double tap. Double tap everyone.
अभी चिल्ला बार-बार नहीं है
ये गाना उठ के आ गया.
28 years away from football's greatest stage for the team in white.
ये करता क्या है?
The Spain goal scorer wins the free kick.
ऑनलाइन पे बात करता है मैं देखा
The Spain supporters. Here's
लंगड़ा
Lamine Yamal.
आरटीए में
वो तो पुली है.
नहीं इधर
Support
क्या
from
हाँ
Porro.
RDA में.
And so Posh between them. Clear the danger, at least for now. Cucurella.
ये वाला चैनल इतना वो वायरल नहीं है.
कितना है
अभी भी 10 लोग बैठे हो. लेकिन दूसरा चैनल वो वहाँ पर कितना बैठा होता? 300. जब वो बैन हो गया.
Somewhat loose touch. Oh, they rarely see that from Rodri. Here's Marcelo Sabitzer.
वो दिखाना शुरू कर दिया.
Excellent pass.
ओए ओए ओए.
Pass of the game so far for Austria. Might yet lead to something. Spain looking to close ranks. And eventually, the flag from the assistant referee on the far side is up for offside.
Just too many players making the same run when that ball was played out towards Schmidt.
और इतना क्लोज दिखाना नहीं
Played
है.
it across. Gregory
अपने आ गए थे.
Robert Slager making the same run.
मैं हॉस्टल के टाइम में मेरा एकेडमिक टाइम में मैंने किया था ऐसा ये फेसबुक पे
वो तो एक दिन पकड़ लेता है वो.
वो तुरंत पकड़ लेता था
फेसबुक बड़ा हरामी है.
खा गया
आ गया.
ओए
Managed to dance between two. It was
गोल किसे किया जमाल ने?
नहीं वो दूसरा कैप्टन
रोड्री ने. पेड्री है रोड्री है कैप्टन.
उधर नहीं आज
spread the play beautifully there, Spain.
ये है कैप्टन मेरा ख्याल है पेड्री.
नहीं पहले नहीं वो 21 नंबर
Olmo. Obstruction given by Swedish referee Glenn Nyberg.
इसने असिस्ट किया
ये कुकरी है.
Iena.
Guys, tap tap on the screen. Tap 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 tap.
Jaden Daniels.
Everyone tap tap on screen.
With Washington Commanders.
Everyone double tap on screen, please. Everyone double tap on screen.
A decent position here.
Everyone tap tap on
Just
screen,
inside the
please.
second of minimum of 4 additional minutes at the end of a largely Spain-dominated opening period.
Span 1, Austria 0. Span 1, Austria 0.
टाइम बताओ
Half time. First half almost completed. Span 1, Austria 0.
हाल तो मैच नहीं देखा था आपने
कौन सा?
बेल्जियम वाला
नहीं मिस हो गया. मैं इतना थका हुआ था.
1 मिनट पे 2 गोल थे
वो 85 मिनट तक मैंने सुबह देखा. वो 2-0 थे आगे से सेनेगल.
हम लोग शॉक हो गया
Here he does!
ओह माय गॉड
And hits the frame of the Austrian goal.
Oi!
And Alexander Schlager with a very smart stop
My God.
to deny
Sound
the
was
lurking Yamal.
Eh?
What a
Sound
free
was
kick that
this.
was from Bayern. Oh, stunning,
TV का?
wasn't it? That was the save.
ये टीवी कितना 10 साल
After it,
पुराना है.
look at the technique,
साल इसको
looking
मेरे
at
पास हो
up
गया
and
ऐसे.
over and down. So unlucky.
जब से नहीं आया था
Really a
शुरू में.
touch there as well from Alexander
फ्लैग लिया.
Schlager
सबसे पहले टीवी लिया.
onto the crossbar. I mean, Yamal thinks he scored.
सबसे पहले टीवी लाके
It's
लगाया.
straight into the stomach.
नशा वाला चीज पहले ले लिए
सबसे पहले लिया. उसको अपर चल रहा था ये. उसको
Yamal
तो
really
100
should
का
have
लिया था
scored
ये.
there. Should have found the gap.
फिलिप्स का टीवी है. और ये बहुत टीवी जल्दी 2 साल चलती है खराब हो जाती है.
Fourth save of this first half for
टीवी के लिए बहुत टैक्स है हमारा
Alexander
ये इसका
Schlager
आज
and the
तक
goal away to
ये
our
इसका
right.
खिलाफ नहीं हुआ.
Yamal was blocked by Lima.
साइड व्यू भी अच्छा है।
Guys, tap on screen. Tap on screen. Spain 1, Austria 0.
There's that feverish
First half complete, almost complete. 2 minutes remaining.
push to regain possession from Spain. We'll have a stoppage here.
First half completed, almost completed. 2 minutes remaining. 1 minute remaining.
Spain.
उसके बाद फिर ये लिया.
Look at that free kick. Right under Schlager. Unexpected it to be
Mac.
with such pace.
ओए
And
ओए
you
क्या सेव किया भाई।
He
देखो
has to
पहला
find the
रन।
gap. Take nothing away from.
बॉल तो बहुत अच्छा मारा हुआ था यार.
ओए उसके बाद
Does he get a little touch here? Is he stretching?
ओए
There's
बस.
definitely a fingertip there. Brave.
जबरदस्त।
Looking it in the stomach. Your man thinks he will score.
यार अब आप बोल गया ना इसमें
क्या?
नो नहीं बनाने
अब वो 3 दिन फ्री नहीं है.
मुश्किल है इसके।
Spain 1, Austria 0. First half almost done. First half done. It's half time now. Spain 1, Austria 0. हाय क्या चीज है यार.
स्पेनिश
Resume with possession.
तो मॉडल शाडल लगो. Spain 1, Austria 0. आज पहले दिन इसका
Actually, the takes
ये दो दिन जाने
out there. The
आएगा मतलब
gifted shot initial
उस
play.
तक पहुंचते सही बाहर हो
So
जाएगा.
we've reached half
7
time.
तारीख है ना कल रात को
Spain have not been incredibly ahead at half time in a World Cup match since the game against Northern Ireland in the round
वो भी
of
वो भी नहीं
16
परसों 50 सुबह
back in
है. वो भी
2002. But they lead here through a goal from that man
उसने एक
Miguel
गोल भी नहीं खाया
Oyarzabal
होगा.
against Austria at the break.
Spain 1, half time done. Okay.
कल ड्यूटी है
Spain 1, Austria 0.
कल ड्यूटी है
कल नहीं परसों.
आज रात वाला देखेंगे अच्छा वो तो
Spain 1, Austria 0.
The previous 6 matches we have covered here. It's been packed out with every one of them. You've certainly brought the colour and the noise for what's been a wonderfully entertaining World Cup, and there's still so much more to come. But from what we've seen so far today in LA, Spain living up to their tags as one of the favourites.
Yeah, it feels like a distant memory. That draw to Cabo Verde. They've been outstanding. They've been everything we have expected of this Spanish outfit. Austria have had to work so hard defensively to keep it at 1-0, especially their goalkeeper.
लाइव में डोंट
Sometimes you've just got to
फ्रस्ट्रेट हो
hold
जाए
your hands up and say, well,
बाद में आके ऐसा भी
the opposition are just better at staying in the game, which they've tried to do.
ये हमसे है इसीलिए मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ
A reminder that Portugal or Croatia lie in wait for the winners of this round 32 tie.
नहीं है एक ने वो मारा
Could be an all-Iberian affair if Ronaldo and company get the better of the Croatians and Spain prevail here.
Half time done.
Con Juanjo González, eso es, con el segundo de Luis de la Fuente. Juanjo, supongo que contentos, muy contentos con una primera parte que quizás el...
रात को भी ये दिखाया था रोला हो गया.
Sí, creo que hemos creado situaciones como para llevar un futuro a lo mejor. Nada, insistir en esta idea.
Spain 1, Austria 0. Half time completed.
Hace un tiempo que debemos cuidar un poco más ese tema y sobre todo, bueno, después del parón de descanso, que a veces sabes muy despistado, salir como hemos acabado el primer tiempo.
Siempre decís que hay cosas a mejorar.
Guys, who will win tonight?
Las transiciones no
Spain
se
or
pueden
Austria?
hacer,
Tell me.
la faceta ofensiva,
Who will be
que no se
winner?
puede hacer más que insistir.
Who will win this
No,
match?
aceptar,
Spain
aceptar,
already
todavía
done a
aceptar,
score.
Seguro que si repetimos ocasiones aceptaremos alguna más. Juanjo.
Al vestuario, gracias.
Gracias. (0:1 zur Pause aus Sicht von Österreich gegen Spanien. Wie fällt das Fazit zur Halbzeit 1 aus und was muss in Halbzeit 2 passieren, um den Spaniern noch ein bisschen gefährlicher zu werden?
Das Fazit ist einfach, dass wir wissen, dass Spanien da überlegen ist, dass sie mehr Ballbesitz haben, dass sie mehr Abschlüsse haben, dass wir dagegenhalten müssen mit allem, was wir haben. Und du brauchst natürlich auch Glück.
Guys, double tap on screen, double tap on screen, double tap on screen, please. Double tap on screen. Everyone double tap on screen. Everyone tap on screen, please. Everyone tap on screen. Guys, everyone tap on screen.
Vielleicht dann einmal durchkommen.
Und sie haben auch einen ganz starken Rücken.
And subscribe my channel as well. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Everyone tap, double tap on screen. Everyone double tap on screen.
Er ist auf den Punkt da, fokussiert und freut mich natürlich auch.
Guys, please subscribe my channel. Please subscribe.
Reinkommen und als Team werden wir hoffentlich noch was gewinnen wird.
Wissen Sie schon, wer reinkommt, welche Wechsel verzogen wird?
Nee, das ist offen.
Alles klar, danke.
Well, somehow Austria have got to find a way to be more creative. Nothing to trouble Unai Simon so far in the Spain goal, but just look at those numbers in the left column. Alexander Schlager has been a very busy but largely effective goalkeeper for the Austrians so far.
Congratulations to our Verizon ticket winners who are right here on the pitch. You've got the best view in the house just for being Verizon customers.
Head to head, one striker who's seen plenty of the ball, one less so.
Exactly that, with the talent he's got in front of him. Oyathable's shown his qualities. Gregorich, you can see, same distance covered, but certainly not hard.
Guys, tap on screen, please. Tap on screen.
Attacking. And then, in terms of those final third entries, I mean, Spain in the wide areas have just been terrific. Austria, of course, have been very, very narrow, which has given all that space to Spain to utilise on both sides. And that's where the goal came
Guys,
from.
tap on screen, please. Everyone tap on
4
screen.
times total entries for Spain to that of their opponents.
Guys, everyone tap on screen. Everyone tap on screen. Everyone, please tap on screen. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe.
लगभग मिल जाता हूँ
चाय नहीं पीते, मैं चाय दिल कर रहा था.
अभी टाइम नहीं है 2 मिनट है सब करना है मेरे को 5 तारीख तक कभी कभी लेट होता है क्यों पता है
हाँ,
महीने की शुरू में सामान मिल जाता है
अच्छा
वो
वो
पूरा महीना नहीं मिलता है वो
ठीक है.
तो इसीलिए कभी कभी लेट हो जाता है
Spain 1, Austria 0, half time completed. Spain 1, Austria 0. Half time completed.
So the players are out. In readiness for the second half here, Spain deservedly in front in this round of 32 tie at the FIFA World Cup 2026 here at the Los Angeles Stadium. First half goal from Real Sociedad's Mikel Oyarzabal. His third goal of this tournament. And Austria are going to make a double substitution before we get back underway. Ralf Rangnick is changing his two central midfield players, taking off Xaver Schlager of RB Leipzig and Nicholas Seiwald, also of RB Leipzig. Kani Chukwuemeka, who switched allegiance to Austria after winning England youth caps, is coming on, as is Florian Grilic. Grilic is in Portugal with Braga. Chukwuemeka of Borussia Dortmund. So Austria in the all-white get the second half underway here with the two first half. End of the first half, substitutions being made. Changes at the break. The arrival of Kani Chukwuemeka and Florian Grilic into that Austrian midfield. Xaver Schlager and Nicholas Seiwald making way. Spain out with the same starting 11 again.
I just think those changes, Paul Vanna has gone in alongside Grilic in midfield, and they've freed up Sabitzer from that left-hand side to get closer to Gregoric. Chukwuemeka will go out to the left-hand side, maybe a bit more pace to try and handle Porro and Yamal.
There's Cucurella. Dealt with a bouncing ball very well indeed there, Mark Cucurella. And under pressure, but illegal pressure, says the Swedish referee, Glenn Nyberg. For the excellence of Schlager in the Austria goal, Spain would be further ahead than they are. Here's Kubasi, Rodri, Porro, space for Dani Olmo, Lamau. from warm to almost hot today in Los Angeles. So a lot of hard yards out of possession, one suspects, in the second half here for the Austrians. Pedri. And a drill that into the feet of Yamal. Takes the tumble, and the decision goes the way of Spain.
Difficult first half for Lima. I don't think it will get any easier in the second half. He'll need that support from Chukwuemeka.
Good angle for the left foot of Yamal. Work it short. There is Lamine Yamal. That little top of the shoulder is devastating. But Austria able to deal with that latest Yamal threat.
Well, you can't just stick the leg out. He's too quick, too sharp. Sabitzer doing well still to stick to his task.
Hungry possession, won back yet again by Spain. Oyarzabal straight down the throat of the grateful Schlager.
Well, he'll be disappointed on his favoured left foot. Looking to sit into the corner, really. Too central. He also had Yamal the other side, who was desperate for the pass.
So many stats around a World Cup. Here's one of the most amazing ones. Since winning the World Cup last, none of Italy, 2006 winners, Spain, 2010 winners, or Germany, winners in 2014. Between them, they've not won a single World Cup knockout match. Had to have several rereads of that particular stat, but there it is. Spain looking to end their run. The victory here is taken through to possibly, certainly if they do prevail, that last 16 affair against either Portugal or Croatia will meet later today. Baena. Of course, Italy haven't been at the World Cup finals for the last 3 editions now. That is quite an unwanted record for them. Germany failed to get past Paraguay in their round of 32 tie here. First corner of the second half goes to Spain.
Well, I think Austria know that they're going to have to do a lot of defending, but surely with those changes, he wants a little bit more Ranjik on his side going forwards to get back into this. Delivery intended to arc this in towards Schlager underneath his crossbar. Will they do the same?
Atletico Madrid's Alex Baena will deliver this corner. Header from Oyarzabal, travels harmlessly wide.
Well, I actually think that was meant for Olmo. Oyarzabal saw the flight of it, tried to head it towards goal, but this is actually meant, I think, for Olmo behind him, who was coming in, because that's a difficult header.
Spain once again make it difficult for Austria to get out. Now Dani Olmo. lethal in these positions. The referee right up with the play says no free kick Spain. Austria give the ball away so cheaply. Can't do that with this man around. Dani Olmo takes the dive. Not suggesting it was a dive, but the tumble to the ground, and worrying moments for Austria there. Baena, Correa in support. Early moments of the second half, following a similar pattern to much of what we saw in that opening period. Still in possession in territory. Correa.
Footballing brains of this Austrian team, you can feel almost working overtime to try and fill the gaps. They're so good, Spain, bamboozling you with their possession and short passing and little triangles and then finding the spare player.
Rodri. Deflection. Corner.
They're really caused Schlager some issues, this deflection of Grilic spinning away from the goalkeeper. Definitely too strong for Olmo.
Another Baena corner for Spain. Olmo unmarked on the edge of the penalty area. Yamal bamboozled himself. Spain, of course, looking for the insurance of a second goal to allow coach De La Fuente to bring on the riches that he's got off the substitutes bench. Baena. Foul by Posh. And I was just looking at the midfield replacements that Spain have got at their disposal. Fabian Ruiz of Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona's Gavi, and Arsenal's Martin Zubimendi can't get into this team. It was frightening, not only for Austria today, but everybody else in the tournament. Kobe Jones, Rio Ferdinand, USA and England legends respectively. Minutes gone in the second half. It remains only 1-0. Austria not without hope. Pedri. Baena. Space for Correa. Now Rodri. Yamal, Coral. Nice combination. Nobody there in red. Finally, an opportunity for Austria to get out. Too close to Simon.
A fleeting moment to all Austria can muster there with Lima. Cross needed to be so accurate to find
Grigorich. No surprise to see Spain's XG so much higher. Laporte. Marc Cucurella is playing so high now for Spain, almost like a striker down there. Pedri. Just tend to play just a little deeper these days for Spain. Pedri. So creative. Cucurella. Chasing shadows here, Austria. Here's Lamal. Has he got something special? Reimer says no. Well, he had an idea in his mind straight away. That was, I think, to look as if he was going to curl the effort. Yamal as Pedri was caught just as he played that pass from Danso. Yamal, as if he's going to curl it and then look to fire it low, near post, try and catch out Slager. Reimer was excellent in his positioning. Pedri quickly recovered after that initial knock. Such a wonderful player to watch, Pedri. He can do all the dirty work, he can work so hard to regain possession. You know about his qualities on the ball. He's got touches of Xavi and Iniesta. And of course he would have grown up as a youngster, idolising both. It's going to be another change, 2 changes for Austria. So, departing. Grigorich and Schmidt. Marko Arnautovic scored a goal at this tournament. He's the oldest Austrian player at the World Cup and oldest goal scorer. Marko Arnautovic. And the man whose goal got Austria to the round of 13 with that 96th minute equaliser in the 3-3 draw against Algeria. Kalajic is on as well. So a different look at the top end of the pitch for Austria. Will it bring some reward? Here's Sabitzer. Great cross! And very nearly an introduction with his first touch for Kalajic. Well, that's waited the team for that height, an aerial threat that he brings. Cucurella again, I think, just does enough to stop Kalajic getting that header downwards and into one of the corners. That's exactly why the changes have been made. 6'7" tall, the Austria substitute. Sasha Kalajic scored with his first touch in that final group match against Algeria. He wasn't too far away from profiting with the header. Great ball, it was in by Sabitzer. Now at the other end, here's Yamal setting up Olmo. Well, it's going to open up, isn't it? With Austria having to be a bit braver in their approach. That's the risk you take. Here's Pedri. Lamal covering the ground so well, but the assistant referee decides that he did not keep the ball in. Was he offside? Yeah, what a terrific defensive line for Austria there to catch it. Dragic. Sabitzer. Arnautovic. Simon having to adjust. Arnautovic feeling plenty of the Spain goalkeeper. Carlos Puyol. That hairstyle hasn't changed down the years, has it? A wonderful servant for Barcelona and Spain.
Not a lot. Well, Simon could do really. He has to go for the header. Arnautovic really should have given up on that and stayed away from the challenge. Hurt himself.
When Nyberg has not signalled the second half hydration break yet.
Well, here's that chance. Sabitzer, knowing what his forwards wants, curling that in towards goal. Dragic just didn't get the flight. I think Kukure doing enough to stop his jump. Maybe when he looks back, he thinks, could I have done better there? Time my jump, head that down. One of the sort of chances he would always wish for.
The advantage of height was certainly in that man's favour. Kubasi. Laporte. Rodri. Bosch. Too long for Arnautovic. Bouncing ball. Well read by Lamal. Kubasi. Olmo. Baena. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Porro. Maximum concentration here for Austria. Olmo. Baena. Olmo. Wicks now for Cucurella. And Baena.
Goal! 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 Goal!
And where did he arrive from? Pedro Porro. And Spain have breathing space now in the round of 32 in Los Angeles. Well, they work it oh so well, Spain. They wait and they wait for the space to open up. They find the spare player. It was Olmo to start with. Found its way out towards Baena. And while they can do that on one side, players like Porro can drift in, as he does from the right back position. Excellent from Baena, just to spot the run of Porro, easiest of headers. Perfect position for Porro on the 6-yard line, heading down past Schlager, easiest of goals, similar to the first. They make it 2. That is what Spain is all about. Delight from coach and staff. And huge delight for the man who put Spain 2-0 up with his first senior international goal, Pedro Porro of Tottenham Hotspur. Well, Austria are used to climbing mountains. They've got one now of sizable proportion.
Well, they've deserved it. They've been outstanding. Spain. It's been a huge test for Austria defensively.
And we have reached our second half hydration break.
So who we play? Local crew. They're legit. They play win or go home. This crew hasn't gone home in 30 years.
Who's up next?
The times change, the results do. For real? I know. Hard to believe, right? Who's up next?
Players who will be coming on, Ferran Torres and Miguel Moreno.
There was Olmo, though, that found the space for two players going off, having a big impact on the second goal. Moreno playing that in. What a beautifully timed run from Porro. Nobody tracking, totally free. And a simple header for someone at this elite level.
Always special to get your first senior international goal, but on the World Cup stage, thrilling moment for Porro and the Spain fans. Well, here come the aforementioned changes. Ferran Torres of Barcelona covers all attacking areas. Along with Arsenal's Miguel Moreno. Injury problems last season and a foot fracture. Was in very good goal scoring internationally. Rosalia, we were watching there. So many of the stars have turned out again here in Los Angeles. Here's Kubasi. It's a free kick to Spain.
Well, if you're Austria, I guess all you need to do is look at the game yesterday. And the Belgian came from this exact position to level, and you can decide, need to find some inspiration from somewhere. For Spain, in this position, will just keep the ball and frustrate. This ball is going to stay in. And Torres, who was making inroads there. This is the first time, incidentally, Spain have led by 2 goals in a World Cup knockout match since the round of 16 game against Switzerland back in 1994. You could see their domination. And they are not flattered by this lead. We saw Belgium come from 2 goals down against Senegal in this round of 32. With Austria, not the quality, not there. And Matovic was coming for the short pass. They win good position here, but immediately the referee's whistle halts the momentum.
I'm not quite sure he got that one right, the referee. Probably couldn't quite see on Arnautovic, just poked that away from Rodri.
A little bit of cramp for the Spain captain. Cucurella. Pedri. Porro. Easy pass was for Yamal there. Pedro Porro looking for a longer through ball. Will he be delighted with the performance? De La Fuente. He's tweaked things a little bit since he became head coach of Spain. The famous tiki-taka is still in evidence, but sometimes they don't mind having slightly less possession than they've had under previous coaches. And those devastating quick transitions. His temper's a little frayed down there. The referee staying out of it and keeping his eye on things.
I think this is just where the referee has to try and take control, because you'll have the frustrations of the Austrians who are trying to quicken things up. Spain, of course, will want to slow things down.
Not had a booking in this game so far. Two captains were being spoken to there by our Swedish official, the attendance being shown in some of the LA Stadium. It's a full house of just over 70,000. What an absolute privilege and joy it's been to cover matches here in LA at this FIFA World Cup 2026. Arnautovic looking to find a way through. No space.
I'm not too sure Arnautovic was necessarily trying to win the penalty there. I think they felt it was a corner. But we've just got to try get it up towards the 2 front players they brought on. See if they can put some pressure on Spain with a goal without conceding another.
Nice layout from Oyarzabal. And that cutting through Austria for a moment or two here. Spain want the corner, and they're going to get the corner. Hard work now, it really is, for Kevin Danso and company at the back. With and without the ball, Spain have been excellent today.
I think they've shown everybody that they are serious contenders for this year's FIFA World Cup.
So 18-year-old Lamine Yamal, Spain go in search of a third. Torres, who arrived at the far post.
Arrived late to this delivery from Yamal. Couldn't quite steer it back. Chukwuemeka again, wasn't just doing enough, just a little shove. He was about to head it.
Well, they're heading towards the 79th minute. They're really going to have to take huge risks now. Austria, no other option. Could well leave gaps at the back for Spain to add to their advantage. Vanna. Danso. Alaba. Can they produce something here, Austria? Or in the way of the cross? Sabitzer. Posh. This is nice. Quick fire passing from Austria. Doesn't lead to anything in the end, but that's what they need more of.
Yeah, it was better. Quick football in and around the penalty area. Chukwuemeka in the end, just trying to wrap his foot around that effort. Couldn't quite do it. Guerrero in the way.
Such a fit, athletic team to go with their admirable skill range. Spain, they've got all the tools. Here's Torres.
Rodri.
Marino.
Morigan.
Oyazabal.
Cucurella.
Slide rule pass. Final ball there. And Ferran Torres letting Spain down.
Oh, such good football, wasn't it? Cucurella in towards Ferran Torres.
Yamal.
Pedri, who just didn't read what Ferran Torres wanted to do. Otherwise, that would have been a stunning build-up goal.
Well, you and I have watched so many minutes of the brilliant FIFA World Cup 2026, but I would lay claim to a strong argument this has been one of the best performances we've seen from any nation so far.
Yeah, pretty complete, is what I would say. Offensively and defensively from Spain. I think just reminding everyone why they were one of the favourites before the tournament.
Austria looking to get one back. And those are dangerous balls into the Spain penalty area.
That's what they have to do. Posh was coming over the top of Cucurella, who just about does enough, but again, get back into it, he has to head that at least on the target, hoping to score. Misdirected it.
Here's Yamin Lamau. Torres. That's good work from Danso. 8 minutes plus stoppage time for Austria to score twice and keep the back door closed. Austria still haven't had an attempt on target. Correct. Spain enjoying huge possession again. Still can't quite believe how debutants Cabo Verde got a goalless draw against Spain in the opening group match, but what a wonderful performance in this extended World Cup, of course, to 48 nations this year. And Cabo Verde through to play the reigning champions Argentina in the round of 32. Wonderful from them. Stefan Posch gets the game's first yellow card. And there's going to be a substitution apiece in a moment. Stefan Posch is going to be replaced by Alexander Pras for Austria. Spain are going to bring on Barcelona midfielder Gavi momentarily. Pedri. Marina. Well, from a personal point of view, I was very lucky to cover Spanish football in the years when Barcelona dominated with Xavi, Iniesta and the rest. But this football is not far short of that. Near the goal, looking to put the game out of sight of Austria, and it would have done, but for a brilliant goal line clearance from Kevin Danso, I think, who was back there.
Well, Yamal, I can't believe he hasn't got a goal in this game. Schlager in the first half, and then what an opportunity here this was. David Alaba stunning to get back and help his goalkeeper out with his right foot. And Yamal swivels.
Captain's job from Alaba. Yamin Yamal making way for Gavi. Here's Arnautovic. Tied against the 37-year-old who's finishing his playing career with Serena Sveshler from Red Star Belgrade. There's Alba's excellent positioning.
Fantastic, wasn't it? Sometimes as a defender, you've got to do that. Not your goalkeeper.
Arnautovic is keeping a promise to his former coach, the late Sinisa Mihajlovic, and playing for Serena Sveshler. Promised Mihajlovic he would do so, and he's kept that promise. Confirmation of the arrival of Press. Played only 30 minutes at this World Cup prior to today. Spain closing in the round of 16 match-up against either Portugal or Croatia. And that was last-ditch defending there for Austria. Kalajic, good looking cross, little too dangerous. Brilliant defending final. Go plus added time.
डबल टैप लक्ष्य आज मेरा मैच है पतलू दे नाल आज दी भैन दी सीरीज आवे सही एक दफा आज मैं सेल्फ गिफ्टिंग करके उन्हें मैच रखा बड़े लिया खान में गाला करे भैन दा क्यों
Space opens up for Spain. Start preparing two more substitutes.
करे साढ़े खान में गाला बैठा भैन दा क्यों गाला कर रहा साढ़े खान में
Gavi.
दीदार मां दे को खिलाना इस पतलू दे
This game management now
पता
for
नहीं
Spain. They
बेबे दा
don't
फुला
really
मार
need
के
to
बाहर निकला भैन
force the issue.
मान लाने दी
So good at keeping possession.
दा बस खाना
Marino.
उस्ताद जी लवे लग गया ऑस्ट्रिया स्पेन 2-0 पे जीत गए
And with a team that keeps the ball so well, just takes that hope away.
Cucurella is a one-time run. It's three.
3-0 हो गए स्पेन दे
Austria put to sleep.
अस्सलाम
And
वालेकुम
Mikel Oyarzabal says, I'm in the picture.
भाईजान कितने वो बड़े सेक्स सूट ला के बैठे हो किस जगह हो
2026, as the Real Sociedad striker gets his fourth of the
Kitte?
competition.
सऊदी आ जाओ ठीक हो गया की काम करते हो
They have purely taken advantage of the fatigue of the Austrian side. Oyarzabal,
तो
so
3-0 हो
much
गए
open
भाईजान
space to
स्पेन
run
दे
into. Cucurella is once again on the left-hand side, finding a perfect cross. And just look at the
3-0
way
के
it
करके
opens
बैठ
it
गए
here.
3 स्पेन
Just
0
so
Austria
well crafted from Oyarzabal, the deadly finisher. He wasn't going to miss taking up that chance. Beautifully opened up his body
बेटा जी
for them to celebrate. Penelope
वो भाई स्कोर 9 हो गए
and the Spanish fans.
भाई रन स्कोर 9 मैच 4 बंदे लेके बैठे हैं
The plus on a superb performance. No wonder.
डबल टैप करो लाइव शेयर करो डबल टैप करो लाइव शेयर में भाई उन्होंने मैच लाना है तो स्कोर हो गया भाईजान 109
All the Spanish fans wearing
154
smiles today.
157
Of course, so many
भाईजान ਤੁਸੀਂ मैच हार गए हो 10 क्यों हार गए हो मैच अच्छा
been a day to
पर इसमें
remember
कितने
today.
कर सो जाओगे दसो
We've had a close and personal look at one of the tournament
की
figures
करने से
today.
बैठे हो पनिशमेंट नहीं करनी
Putting down a marker to the wrist.
Huh?
They are in hot form right now.
भाई जी मैच तड़ खेले पनिशमेंट करनी है
Mikel Oyarzabal.
इथे से पनिशमेंट नहीं करोगे ठक ठक लड़ाई बजाएंगे फिर तक
Scored 2 goals in a World Cup knockout match since the great Emilio Butragueño
अच्छा
back in the 80s.
गाइस डबल टैप करो यार ये तुम कहो 2000 स्कोर करे मैं पनिशमेंट कर रहा हूं लो पनिशमेंट दो
Reflects Spain's dominance.
ना फिर सीधे हमले ना आयो कि पनिशमेंट नहीं करनी ये कह रही हो
Simon sees that all the way.
और यार जब जब नहीं फिर सीधे पनिशमेंट नहीं करनी सीधे हमले में बैठे हो चल कर काटते निकल
It's now gone 520 minutes without conceding a goal in the World Cup.
चल फुट
Passing now to
निकल।
Walter Zinga.
निकल निकल साइया होने निकल फौजी जा होने यार जितना तेरी बेबे दे घुसे च लल merda, così
Two
mala.
more changes for
पर एक मंडी
Spain.
कर पहले टू अमर वाला है पर एक मंडी कर को नहीं जाऊंगा
Laporte
ग्रीन शर्ट लिया
trying to make way. Late run out in the sunshine in Los Angeles for Mark Rubio. His appearance in the competition so far this year. Fabio Ruiz it's the final few moments. Just about to step into the fourth of 6 additional minutes, minimum of 6. Well, we all know that Ralph Rangnick's side will scrap and fight. As you touched on earlier, just hold your hands and say too good.
Yeah, they've been outclassed. And Spain haven't given them a lot. Defensively, they've been so solid.
Only 2 nations have kept 5
Hello?
successive clean sheets at a World Cup. It will
Hello?
be 5 in a row for Spain, 4 of them here. The other teams to achieve that. Italy, 1990, and Switzerland twice in 2006 and 2010. They might not themselves to know yet. Ferran Torres to cross goal, but nobody can arrive in red for that. They are relentless in their attacking play.
Hi
Just took it too wide. Ferran Torres, his first touch.
hello Spain
Good
3
enough.
Austria
Very
0
difficult for the strike, dragging it wide.
all Filipinos
There's no shame for Austria losing to a side of this quality. Just so happy the Austrians to be back at the top table of world football for the first time in 28 years. A late Mount for Arnautovic, be his last taste of it. Unless he become another of the 40-year-old plus. And Spain themselves, Portugal and Morocco co-host the next edition. Correct. Looks as fresh now as he did in the opening minutes. Marino. Into the final minute of stoppage time. Alaba. Lima. Dancer. Northern Ireland runs this round of 32 much to a conclusion. Huge joy for the massive Spanish contingent in Los Angeles today. A quite wonderful performance, individually special for Mikel Oyarzabal, taking his tally of goals in the competition before. With 2 of the Spain goals today. The other is first in a senior international shirt for Pedro Porro. They dominated from the opening kick. They left their goalkeeper a mere spectator for much of the piece. They've laid down a marker. Opponents for the trophy who've watched today will be thinking, right,
This is a serious Spain challenge. They're through to the round of 16 against Portugal or Croatia. They've beaten Austria by 3 goals to 0. Nothing that Ralph Rangnick and Austria could do about this. We've spoken about how Spain have outpassed their opponents this afternoon. They've been an absolute joy to watch.
They have. They've really shown the best of themselves today. Luis de la Fuente, his side was special today. On the ball, terrific, keeping possession, finding the spare player constantly, wide players and fullbacks involved in an attacking sense. Great to watch, so difficult to defend against if you're Austria. Ralph Rangnick's side couldn't quite cope. But also out of possession, let's give some credit to this Spanish side. Made it so difficult for Austria to try and play. Plenty of energy out of possession. And then we have Farvel as well. They have got a finisher.
Spain's match in the round of 16 will be on July the 6th in Arlington, Texas, against either Portugal or Croatia, who meet later today. So much of the last 16 is in place. Canada will face Morocco, Paraguay up against France, who, like Spain, are mounting a real big challenge for the most famous trophy. France have looked eye-catchingly good as well so far. Brazil will face Erling Haaland's Norway, Mexico, England, and USA, Belgium. All 3 of the co-hosts through to the round of 16. Farvel hoping to score those 2 goals, but hasn't got the player of the match award. It's gone to Lamine Yamal. Pedri, who alongside Rodri really bossed that midfield.
Well, there wasn't a player that wasn't top level for Spain today. When you're one of the best sides, if that's what you can do, there's not many teams that can